Have you ever wondered why your cat always seems to wake you up early in the morning? Even when you're sound asleep, they jump onto your bed, nudge your hand, or meow softly beside your pillow. To us humans, that might seem annoying, but for cats, it's actually a natural and deeply emotional part of how they live and love. Cats don't use words, but every gesture they make carries meaning. If we listen a little closer, we'll discover that waking you up isn't just a random act. It's their way of saying, "I trust you," "I need you," and "I want to start the day with you." Today, let's gently explore the 7 true reasons why cats wake their owners in the morning. And perhaps by the end, you'll see your cat's behavior in a softer light. Reason 1. When their hunting instinct awakens. As the first light slips through the curtains, a cat's body automatically switches into hunting mode. This is the time of day when they naturally become alert and active. Jumping onto the bed, circling your blanket, or tapping your hand, these aren't acts of mischief, but rather a reflection of their instinct coming alive. In the wild, dawn is when cats go hunting. Even when they live safely indoors, that ancient rhythm still beats within them. And to them, the small movements you make while sleeping might look like prey. But don't worry, they don't see you as prey. They approach you because you're the one they feel safest with. For them, getting you to respond, even just by stirring a little, feels like a tiny victory, a shared moment of connection. Experts say that just a few minutes of morning play with your cat can actually boost your own mood too. So the next time they wake you up to play, maybe that's their way of inviting you to begin the day together. Enjoy. Reason 2. When their stomach starts to growl. Sometimes the reason is much simpler. They're hungry. When a cat's stomach is empty, sleep is no longer an option. So when they sit by your pillow and meow softly at dawn, it's really just their polite way of saying, "Breakfast time." But behind this simple act lies something deeper: trust. Cats only ask for food from the people they truly feel safe with. So when your cat wakes you up for a meal, they're also saying, "I believe you'll take care of me." And once they learn that early morning ipushido's food, they'll repeat that pattern faithfully. So if your cat wakes you every morning, well, maybe you're the one who accidentally trained them to do it. Still, for your cat, breakfast isn't just about eating. It's about sharing a peaceful, familiar moment with the person they love. Reason 3. When they need to make sure you're still there. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and found your cat quietly watching you? It's not creepy. It's actually a sign of love and reassurance. Cats may be known as independent creatures, but in truth, they feel calmer when someone they trust is nearby. When your cat touches you gently with their nose, stares softly into your face, or curls up close to you in the morning, they're simply making sure you're still there and safe. If you respond with even a tiny movement or sound, they'll relax and go back to sleep. If you don't, they may keep checking, not to annoy you, but because your presence gives them peace. Behavioral studies show that when cats wake their owners, it often helps soothe their own anxiety. For them, just one little nudge or sound from you is enough to say, "Everything's fine." To a cat, that moment means everything. It's their way of saying, "You are my comfort." Reason 4. When habit becomes their rhythm. Cats have remarkably precise biological clocks. They organize their daily rhythm around sunlight, mealtime, and routine. So if you've ever fed or played with your cat at a certain hour, they've already added that to their internal schedule. When they wake you at the same time each morning, there might not even be a specific reason. It's simply the time their body remembers you should be awake together. To them, it's a comforting ritual, a sign that life is steady, predictable, and safe. And though breaking that habit can take patience, it's this consistency that helps cats feel grounded and secure. For them, waking you up isn't just a random act. It's part of the shared rhythm that makes them feel that life is in harmony. Reason 5. When morning energy overflows. Contrary to what many believe, cats aren't truly nocturnal. They're what scientists call crepuscular, most active during dawn and dusk. That's why mornings are when their bodies brim with energy. They want to run, climb, stretch, and play. And who do they want to share that excitement with first thing in the morning? You, of course. When they jump on your bed, tap your foot, or meow softly in your face. They're not trying to bother you. They're inviting you to join their little burst of joy. If you take a minute to pet them or toss a toy for them to chase, that small act can make their whole day calm and happy. Because for cats, attention from you is the purest form of love. Reason 6. When they crave affection and attention. Sometimes a cat wakes you not out of hunger, habit, or instinct, but simply because they miss you. Cats are sensitive and deeply aware of your moods. If you've been busy, distracted, or away from home, they might feel a quiet loneliness, and the early morning, when the world is still soft and quiet, is their chance to gently remind you, "Don't forget me." A nudge of their paw, a soft meow, or a gentle brush against your hand, that's their subtle way of seeking closeness. When you respond with a smile or a tender touch, they feel seen, loved, and reassured. So yes, sometimes your cat wakes you just to feel your warmth again and to say without words, "I still need you." Reason 7. When their rhythm syncs with yours, cats naturally adapt to the routines of the people they love. If you're an early riser, your cat will start waking earlier too. If you stay up late, they may linger awake beside you, matching your pattern. Over time, your cat's internal clock begins to mirror yours. And when you sleep past your usual time, they sense something's missing, the quiet moment you usually share at dawn. So they come to wake you, not out of impatience, but as if to say, "It's time. Our day begins now." It's a small, beautiful sign of connection, proof that your cat has truly woven their life rhythm around yours. They're not just living with you, they're living in tune with you. Now that you've heard all 7 reasons, perhaps you'll see those early morning wake-up calls a little differently. They're not just about food, or habit, or play. They're about trust, comfort, rhythm, and love. Every nudge, every meow, every paw on your cheek is a quiet message from your cat's heart. You're my world, and I want to start this day with you. So next time your cat wakes you before sunrise, take a deep breath, smile softly, and remember, that gentle interruption might just be the sweetest good morning you'll ever receive.